What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Baldur's Gate 3, continuing the story of Kaige-O, the half-orc paladin. Now, last time we left off, we just taken out the owlbear, the mother, and we were feeling bad for the baby owlbear, but then the baby owlbear ate its mother, so that was pretty intense. So now we're continuing to explore. We're going around the village, the little goblin village. And we have, we've gotten out of a few fights, which is kind of a good thing. Because we don't have to use supplies, but also, I feel like that's not so good for our XP. So we'll see if we run back into, his name was like Fezerick or something. So yeah, we'll see about that. We went into this well right here, and we got absolutely obliterated. So I think I'm gonna hold off on this fight. What we are going to do, the well's like right here, right? Well, yeah, we're gonna hold off on this fight. Isn't there a skill check for it first?
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Dude, our armor's looking clean. Investigation. Okay. As long as we get this investigation, I'm cool.
Stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
We don't want to throw a coin down. But if we go back here...
The well doesn't look too deep, and the old bucket rope feels strong enough.
Okay, yeah. We'll come back to that fight. I don't know if we're ready for it. I'd at least like to get rid of blood loss. Let's go ahead and summon our imp again. We definitely need to get him back.
No time to rest. With haste.
And let's finish looting the area. Do we have anything upstairs besides these guys? I don't think so.
Nothing less you like trash.
Household prayer.
I'll give it a shot.
Lathander to light, Saloon to guide, Kelimvor to judge, and passage provide.
Let's have a look.
Hey, you're gonna go outside.
What's on your mind?
Nothing, boss. We haven't had to give him a magical artifact yet, which is kind of nice. Potion of Vitality. Cures any poison or disease. That's pretty nice. Oh, another cap. The Wonders of Phandalin. In this year, 950 DR, there can hardly be a more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Phandelver's pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples, living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandelver's pact. Mayor Elderleaf invites you to come and witness the miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the Forge of Spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. Okay. Cool. Brawler Breck. Tracker Slice. These are some name characters.
Gotta be something in this heap.
Bunch of rotten food here. Okay. Oh, we're getting full. Disorders of the nerves and mind, a treatise. There came to me a woman whom I shall henceforth call R, greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, who I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he'd taken to calling himself by the name Servok. 1 month ago, he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I attended to B at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse, nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow, but pure black. It left but a single scrap reading, "He foresaw his coming death and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered and sighed as if waking from a nightmare. He had no memory of the book nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and drace, sip thrice daily until exhaustion lifts.
I just do.
Missives of Candlekeep. A select collection of the most notable letters sent from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the sage Elminster, over the past year I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorian, so I wanted to be the one to deliver the sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorian and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Beregost. The gate warden tells me that Gorian saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need so much information about Ballspawn? What exactly are you working on? Extracts the rule of 3. A long-winded introduction explains that Haskin Zesilophin, his notes, published as is from their work journal, have helped bring alchemy to the masses. It starts with the full history on the Dragonborn, who had been descaled as a teenager and started their alchemical research in hopes of restoring their hide. As the pages turn, it turns to wax poetic about how this guy put aside their own these people put aside their own research to help the common people. Much more interesting, though, are their actual research notes. I have decided I shall make all my notes, both those written and those still to come, available to those who would wish to study. You, reading this text now, are probably one such person. As enticing as potion making is, we shall first start with the most basic alchemical rule, the rule of 3. Most ingredients can be found throughout Faerun, however, they need to be refined to be of any use in the alchemy. Doing so is simple. Just combine 3 of the same ingredients and you will obtain an extract, which can be used to brew potions, poisons, oils, and elixirs. So remember, 3 of the same ingredient makes an extract, or in rhyme form if you like. When in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. I don't think that rhymed, but okay. Alright, a lot of stuff. Got a potion of sleep. Apothecary's Ledger. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medicinal plants. One entry is underlined. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes.
There's a cellar here somewhere.
Ah. Fancy.
I don't see one.
I don't see one either. Where's the cellar? Oh, dude, you're standing on it. He said, I don't see
Wish I
one.
had a bag of holding.
Ooh. Learned a new recipe.
Absolute don't want this junk.
As you know.
I just do. The others get drunk off their chocolate cow.
Okay. Don't mind me, little gobbos.
I've been looking.
Alright, what do we have down here?
Got nothing to show for it.
Journal update, search the cellar. Rogue's morsel. Wow. 2 new recipes unlocked. Potion of healing. Nice. Frumpy hat. Okay. Sure. We don't want any of the rotten food. 4 potions of healing, my gosh. Valley with brook. Made with duster. I haven't been looking at all the pictures lately. Wonder if we've seen any more characters. Why can't you reach this? Okay. Bed linen. Okay, we are officially encumbered. Vitriol. Potion of speed. Let's give this to Will. Elixir of poison resistance. Suspicious poison. Potion of healing recipe. This small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. While it has never healed me fully, every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of this page with repetitions of why is it always healing potions. This God's damned primitive village, and the occasional someday I'll kill that mongrel of master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Recipe for 1 potion of healing. Extracts needed, salts of rogue morsels, suspension of myrgrass. Stir the suspension until a vortex forms. Carefully tip in the salts. Keep stirring until the salts dissolve and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind, when in doubt, just recall, the rule of 3. Healer's log. Patient Samson, occupation blacksmith, malady gout. Comment, Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. I gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. Branley, Cooper. Large wood splinter in hand. Splinter removed. Wound clean. Doused in balsam, ointment, and bandaged. Timmick. None. He's a child. Swallowed bottle cork. No hardness or blockage in stomach. The cork should pass without causing harm. I gave the lad a stern warning. Dita, apprentice blacksmith. Minor burns to the face and hands. Another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. The usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. Oh, here's a lever.
What's that?
What is that? Ew. Fancy, fancy. Alright, let's move some of this stuff on over, shall we? On the bright side, we got a lot of stuff to sell. Makeshift spear. The great axe could be really cool, but I'm liking the shield. Yeah, these sandals are cool. The Tanner's Delight. Nope. Leather boots. Boots. Let's sort by type. A long sword. A light hammer. More javelins. Pickaxe. Oops, I don't know what I just did with those. Okay, well that at least freed up a little space. Is Shadowheart getting full? Yeah, she's getting there. Let's go ahead and quick save before we head on into here. Bone cap. Ornate mirror.
Might be useful.
Oh. Oh no. We're surprised. Oh, he's waking them up. Great. We're surprised by this guy too. Okay. I'm gonna go invisible with you. And then we're gonna fly over here. And then you can kind of chill. Now you guys are undead. Bludgeoning vulnerability, poison immunity. Bludgeoning vulnerability. Okay. You're out of level 1 spells.
Another step forward.
What did we use all our level 1 spells on? How are you out? Okay, but we got True Strike for our next attack. Yeah, you have so much stuff. We gotta organize this at some point.
The lance board is set.
Nice crit.
No holding back.
Okay. I mean, it's just 2 for right now. Let's take our chances. Yeah, this is perfect. Ooh. 11. Holy cow. Okay. Now, yeah, you're immune to poison. That's not gonna do us any good.
Blood comes easy these days.
You get True Strike. Okay. 5 damage isn't the greatest, but... Oh, I should have been using this. Well, we'll see if there's any more.
Mistra.
I don't want to use it right now. Okay.
On the victor's path.
See if we can finish him off with Will. Nice crit.
My faith will protect me.
You got saved? That's not right. Nice, he's pinched. I don't know how you can pinch an undead, but we'll take it. Okay,
Sometimes the only way out is through.
nice.
Something over there.
What's inside?
An arrow. We gotta remember that we have all these arrows too.
How much farther can I go?
What's in the dirt mound? Okay, scroll of web, blindness, charm person, and gold. We will take it. Very nice. Let's do a quick save. See if any more of these break open. A dark journal. 6 Nitol 1371 DR. I pay no service to the gods, but by some blessings, this village believes me and my apprentice to be simple healers. My tattoos are hidden, my red robes locked away, and my lab secured. I have not heard the word they since we arrived, and only my apprentice knows me as Ilan Toth. This place is not ideal for my research, but I can never return home, not the way I escaped. I'd be put to death with worse to follow. The work here is simple and allows me to continue my research at night, but progress is slow. Reanimation seems easy, but restoring life, that prize eludes me. The tome contains the magic I need, but it fights me at every step, as does my apprentice. At least my familiar has made it easy to secure bodies without raising suspicion. This will take time. Will the Zulkirs find me before I can bring her back? I cannot say, but if they do come for me, they'll have to face the guardians I've raised. Alright. The owner of the cellar was more than a doctor. He was a necromancer, and he was obsessed with a particular book.
Better not be cursed.
Azuth, the god of wizards all, who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells both big and small, for Maestra always yearning. Bane the tyrant, the black hand, makes sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by the harsh and cruel. Bashaba will bring forth your doom unless you chant her prayer. Split from Timora in the womb, she brings bad luck to spare. Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Houston. Scroll of Summon Closet. Nice. A Nut Buster? A Poo Scraper? What the heck is going on? Shovel's Friend Finder? Friend? What the heck? Okay. Alright, what's going on with this mirror? Ornate mirror.
Speak your name.
Repeat the name from the book you read, Ilintoth.
My master is no filthy half-breed.
Oh.
You are not Ilintoth. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it.
Yes, an ally. I'm an ally of your master's.
Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
Oh no. Is a foul, wretched creature.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
Wasn't that... I read a doctor's journal. He used balsam to clean a wound.
Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
I'd see the ones I love because he was trying to bring back his lover, right?
Weak. A poor choice. You will be purged.
Next time's the charm.
Whoa! Run!
Have me.
Fading fast. I need healing.
How long does this go for? Gale's dead. Is this just continuous? We'll reload that. We'll reload that. In my mind, that's like a party wipe. So what does she want us to say? Tell it your name.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an
Okay.
ally. Only what think you?
You remember stories of Zastam, a powerful lich in Thay who made deals with dark gods.
A foul lich, may he die 1,000 more deaths.
You are no Zolkir. Tell me. Why accept if you could see anything in me?
I'd see my enemy
What
suffering.
would it be? Pathetic.
What? Maybe we're not ready to do this? Unless it's to get, like, the right answer is to get the thing out of my head.
Speak your name.
Maybe we don't have what we need yet.
I do not. If you are known to my master, what think you of the Zolk? You tell me. If you could see anything,
I'd
in
look for
me,
whatever spell will rid me
what
of this worm in
would
my
it
head.
You seek to survive.
Ah, okay.
You seek power. Be welcome.
Nice. Okay, so we were just
Time to press ahead.
1 for 3, I guess.
Well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
Archon truffle. Acorn truffle. I said acorn. Acorn truffle. Oh, nice. Whoa. Basilisk
room for
oil. Scroll of Featherfall. Okay. Water, sure. Okay, Moonhaven Logbook. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations, tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. Elasis, Oliver Singe, merchant arrives in Moonhaven, departs next day. Kalashite. Stranger, name unknown, passes through, not Thyan. Rashimi. Marpenoth, 3 men in black armor pass through, not Thyan. Uktar, Hackett, journeyman passes through, not Thyan. Uktar, raid, black armored soldiers, some damage, not Thyan, but dangerous. Nidal, the book's key gem has gone missing. Familiar ordered to watch my apprentice. Nidal, Singe passes through, doesn't stop. Nidal, familiar reports apprentice disappeared near well, will observe. Nidal, raid, same soldiers as before, townsfolk taken. Nidal, smoke on horizon, raid. Okay. The Collectania Rebroom. You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formula. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmutating metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Research notes. Raised dead, failed, gone too long, body decomposed. Reanimation, failed, came back as ghoul, had to kill again. Speak with dead, failed, answers unhelpful. Clone, failed, needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone, failed, had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection, failed, why? Magical curse? True resurrection, I have reached the limit of my skills and resources. The book offers help, dare I accept? What book? Oh. That not a trap?
Best avoid that trap.
Yep. Okay.
My faith will guide me.
Let's go ahead and disarm this. Add bonus. Nice.
Best avoid that trap.
There's another trap under it. Look at the ghouls.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Gilded chest. Ooh, bracers of defense. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. Oh. So that would be something that like Gale wears.
Ready and willing.
But you are wearing armor. So if we go to simple robe, boom, and then give you these, boom. So now you're at 13 armor class.
All right, what now?
Okay, cool, cool, cool. On death and resurrection. Okay, we've read this before in the crypt. I remember that book. Okay. There's no way to like open these cupboards, which is
Don't waste a
weird.
step.
The Evil Eye. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her powers will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named as such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring vital essence until the victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victims whole. Sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. Green hags, they are beautiful, they are powerful, speak not a word against them. Okay. Hags, you say? Fringe Philosophy Volume 5. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft. That their great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gon's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell in the shadow, their lord twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fire consume us. Okay. You say so. Whoa. Scroll of Darkness. Bestow Curse. Scroll of Witchbolt. We can give that to Shadowheart. Speak with the Dead. And Featherfall. Houston. My gosh. He keeps crying.
Anything of use?
Alright, do we have like a key anywhere?
Here goes nothing.
Okay, this just takes us back. There's the key. I hope. We're finding a lot of ingredients, which is awesome. Bag of rotten food. Simple toxin. Basic poison. Okay. Well, let's see if this key opens this up. And then we'll see what this book is all about. Necromancy of Thay. Did open it. Okay, lady.
What am I to do?
I need you to disarm this trap, please. Okay, we just failed another perception, which isn't good. Perfect. At least we passed this.
Let's move.
Okay. There's a face on this book. Okay, so it was just to see what these traps. I got you. That's fine.
What's hiding here?
See what happens. I'm a little scared.
Here we go.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You can sense something dark about this tome, something profane.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
Drop the tome ready to destroy it.
feel better the second the book is out of your hands.
What are you doing? That's no way to treat a book.
The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop. But they have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike.
What?
The book is locked tight. When you try to examine, you can sense something dark about this tome. Something profane.
Okay. Is that all we have to do is strike?
Very well.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I don't know. We'll see. It said destroy it. Oh, unlock it or destroy it. Maybe some kind of stone. Only light from the divine can burn away this book's evil. Okay. Decide what to do with the Book of Necromancy. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta decide what to do then. Alright. The cellar was cool. Now, back to the Goblin Village. So, I can go this way. We still got some more stuff to check out here, though. Whoa. They're eating a tiefling. You know what? This might be a wonderful time to go and rest.
Hatched up.
If we
Pushing
short
on.
rest.
Defender of the people. Defender of the people.
What's next, I wonder?
She has all her spells, but Gale is missing some. We should have plenty. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff here. Gale wants to speak.
Another step forward.
We got plenty of camp supplies. What's up, Gale? Pretty. It's attracting mosquitoes.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Were you praying to your goddess? If so, I'd be glad to join your vigil.
Not praying. Not quite. I was just practicing an incantation.
No, there's more to it than that. I know devotion when I see it. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this blood loss. This is ridiculous.
What can I say? She's Mistra.
Mistra.
Can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
I didn't realize the depth of your devotion.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Then follow my lead. Now you.
Hmm. Imitate the gesture slowly and as precisely as you can. Nice.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak-Eo.
Repeat the words, bold and proud. Nice. We're killing it.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Try to hum a familiar tune. Nines all day. We'll take it.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss. Then the pleasure of being cloaked in
Whoa!
peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mistra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Is this a romance between... I'm confused. Is this a romance with Gale? Effortless. You're a wonderful teacher.
Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate.
Cut it off. You're in no mood to be so close to Gale. Release your grasp on the weave.
The weave evaporates. And as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Yeah, I thought it was just to experience magic, not to romance you, dog. You tricked me. You tricked me. That was messed up. Okay, let's go to sleep for the night. Our good boy Scratch is over here. We love it. Auto select. Full rest. Okay, hopefully everybody's full and rested. We've gotten rid of the blood loss. Speak with animals, we'll cast that right away. Speak with the dead, we can't do that until we find somebody. How are we feeling? Does anybody want to talk? No? Cool. I thought we were just experiencing a cool moment with magic. The heck? The True and Impossible Adventures.
Haven't seen that game in years.
What game? Of Tenebru Morrow. An excerpt from the True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebru Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. His red dragon thus dispatched, the knight had no choice but to leap for my ship, crashing to the new bride's deck even as his mount was swallowed by the eerie gloom of the astral plane's shifting tides. Faithful Norls was upon him instantaneously, clawing and biting, alas, in vain. Astral projection thwarts even the fury of the Tabaxi cabin boy, and the treacherous Githyanki only laughed at Norlis's formless blows passed harmlessly through him. The knight's silver sword came about in an arc that missed Norl's entirely, but neatly clipped the spiritual cord anchoring the Tabaxi's stalwart soul to the plane. I mourned as my faithful feline companion faded from existence, but did not hesitate. The Githyanki only smirked lazily at my charge, anticipating the futile efforts of another bound by the laws of this plane. But that is not and has never been Captain Tenebruk's morrow. Unlike poor Norls, I had entered this plane in my fully fleshed form, a fact I demonstrated by thumping the warrior solidly between the legs. He tumbled over the new bride's rail and down into the mist, even as a fresh horde of dragons rose from the distant dead citadel of the Tunara. Okay. A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves, and dwarves are an infernal corruption of that divine image. Tieflings wearing... Okay, we've read that before. That was in the Druid's place. A missing poster.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Okay, so we have stuff down here. Which that looks like it's going to the Goblin Camp. Based on the quest.
Something good here, I hope.
Camp supplies, yes. I'm a little nervous about these ogres here.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show is the brand of the absolute.
Ooh. Paladin intimidation. Try to eat me and I'll brand your corpse with the mark of my oath. Okay. Whew. I do not want to fight these guys.
Food? No, not food. Too tough for your digestion, I fear. Perhaps friend, then. Friend.
You are quite the articulate ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
I noticed you don't bear a brand of your own.
I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold, and the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold, we check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Forget goblins, you should be fighting for me.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Ooh. Fight for me and my oath, or I'll cut the last meal from your belly. Holy cow. I might roll this again. We still didn't get it. Roll one more time. We still didn't get it. Oh, we did! Oh! Woo!
Calm now. Famished though we are friends, are we not? Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
I've seen few other ogres in these parts.
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
Okay. Nice.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
I think that was worth using the inspiration for. That seems pretty big. And I definitely did not want to fight them, so... I think that was finally worth using some inspiration. Sadly, we had to use quite a bit, but...
Let's see.
A shepherd's son tended to his father's flocks on the banks of the Chianthar. The days grew long, and the boy grew bored. To amuse himself, he called out, "Beholder, beholder." The shepherd came running, but there was no beholder. The boy pointed and giggled, but the shepherd scolded him. "Do not cry, beholder, when there is no beholder. Promise?" "I promise," said the boy, but the next day was as boring as the last. "Beholder!" the boy cried, and his father rushed to his side. The boy laughed and laughed, but the shepherd only frowned and shook his head. 3 days later, the boy spotted a round figure floating in the distance. It had one giant eye in the middle of its face, a mouth full of pointed teeth, and thin stalks growing from it, each with an eye peeking from the tip. "Beholder, beholder," he shouted, but no one came. The beholder began to float toward him, and the boy turned and sprinted along the river. He ran and ran until he reached a high bank and could run no more. The boy cried and cowered, bracing for a beholder's deadly ray. Instead, a familiar voice said, "Turn around." The boy turned. There was no beholder, only the shepherd clad in a woolen cloak. A giant eye was pointed on the front and a toothy mouth below. Vines were sewn on the cloak's edges. "You scared me," sobbed the boy. "That makes us even," said his father as he dried the boy's tears. The boy never cried beholder again. A good little Baldur's Gate version of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I like it.
Something over there.
Oh, really? So what, we could have used that against them? These tools? We need to go back and sell. Old school book. I don't think we've read this version. Milil is the Lord of Song. Pray to him for inspiration. Hear his call and sing along. Let his heart be your salvation. Merkel is the Lord of Death, of hopelessness and ending things. He'll come for you all at their last breath, lords and peasants, crooks and kings. Mistra, goddess of all mages, she provides and tends the weave, revered by many through the ages. All magic we from her receive. Old school book. A school's attendance log fills the ancient pages. As the pages and days progress, more and more people's names vanish from the entries. In urgent script, a note in the margin states that someone has to investigate what's becoming of the missing children and their families.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
The Folly and the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theater into chaos. The sharp-tongued traveling troupe presents The Folly and the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Of lost Netheril, that great wizarding empire in humanity's age of wonder. Of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood and the ruin he wrought. Of Netheril's fall, 1,000 years of shade and shard subversion. Of Netheril's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Nice, bunch of food for camp. We love it. But now we need to get rid of some stuff. Yeah, we gotta sell, for sure. We should be able to make some decent money, though. Maybe buy some stuff, finally. We haven't fought in a while. Is this the one we just read? Yes. Have we read this one? A Monitor, sun's bright light, shines through the truth and the man's law. Speak his name to stop a fight, then invoke a legal clause. Beware dread Asmodeus, both his words and promises sweet, more able to betray us than the devils at his feet. Auril is merciless and cold, the winter's icy breath. Spare her a little food and gold so you won't freeze to death. The approachable east. What a land is Cormyr. Certainly the geography is dramatic, edged by mountains and sea, filled with forests and swamps, but why dwell on these when the great walls of Zusail loom ahead? One sees the city walls as one approaches, but there is no understanding them from a distance. It's only as one gets close, and they loom higher and higher and higher, that one appreciates the majesty of Zusail. I passed through gates the size of castles to enter the magnificent city. The streets are patrolled by elite armored knights known as Purple Dragons and frequented by nobles in the most elegant fashions. Its port is filled with ships from across the sea of fallen stars, carrying goods from lands I only knew from legends. The docks overflow with fruit, spices, silks, and animal pelts. You will not see a finer market if you have the golden lions to spend. Also, the harming of cats is strictly forbidden, a thoroughly civilized land. Lyra, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy to Lyra you must call and worship her through soul-felt dance. So find her presence in fest halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Leviathar's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge your candle, whip her cane, can your devotion bring. Okay. A loose boulder? Oh, wow. Okay. Oral Histories of Faerun, Paladin Oathbreakers. This book is comprised of several chapters, one of each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 7, Valamor the Outcast, 52 years of age, human paladin Oathbreaker. Given Valamor's reputation and Athkatla, the city she once called home, I met the former knight officer of the noble and exclusive order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She has lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumors of her character quite preceded her. I spoke to one of the prelates of the order, who described her as a dreadful, sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide, that she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I will not disclose our meeting place, as the order punishes those who violate their vows with beheading. Of course I regret it. Breaking an oath isn't going back on your word. It's not an ethical quandary. It wrenches out a part of your soul. Before, I could call on angels to fight alongside me. I could banish fiends back to the hells and demons to the abyss, all with thought and a prayer. I lost my voice. I speak, but this isn't my voice. It's an echo, a whisper. Tell them this. Most days I wish I died rather than breaking my oath, but I never take back what I did, what I refused to do. Damn the order. Service became dogma. Obedience was virtue. To question was sin. Justice and duty are uncomfortable bedfellows, and eventually they make bastards of us all. Oof. Alright, let's loot these crates. Nothing in them. And then we just got to come through here, see if these guys have anything to say, loot this little courtyard, and then really it's deciding which way to go next. We have this way, all down here, towards the goblin camp. I kind of want to go up here next, so we'll probably check out that area. But that'll be something we save for next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.